Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we hit it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking.
It's week 15 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Cards and the Jaguars.
It's time to dance, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. 14 carries, 76 yards.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. This defense for the Jags, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, we know they clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game. Not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Jaguars at 11-2 now. They have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
2nd and 4. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And Woods has it complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here we go. 2nd and 8 coming up. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Here's Matt Araiza now. This is taken around the 12. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Ready. Fight. 97. Hey,
they'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his man. It's Pierce. He's got room past the 30, and he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second and 1. On a slant, here's Collins. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll look to throw now on first down. Left side, he finds Pierce. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Here's a 2nd and 7. Delivers another one to Pierce. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Here we go. Set. Ready?
Here's a run with Ballage. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Let's go. Check right.
They'll stay on the ground. Ballage again. And this time he is in. Yes. Kalen Ballage with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Harris has it over the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 30 on second down. Hurts over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, Hurts. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Back to throw now on first down. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw here. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
Back to throw again. Another one caught by Collins. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. George Pickens, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing is Hurts. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hurts. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ready, go.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Harris is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
After the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter. Still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. On second down now. Dillard, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Back to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And some room to run now. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Harris has it over the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. Chris Godwin from 8 yards out. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They're going to look to throw. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. But what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So